Hi everyone. India is often described as the bright spot in the global economy. We are the fastest growing major economy, a leader in digital public infrastructure, and a global hub for services. However, we face a stark paradox. While our GDP grows at 7 to 8%, our employment elasticity, the rate at which jobs are created for every unit of growth, has been declining. We are witnessing jobless growth. The fundamental economic problem I want to discuss today is India's unique yet flawed structural transformation, and why we must fix our missing middle to ensure sustainable prosperity. In a standard economic trajectory, a nation moves from agriculture to manufacturing and finally to services. Think of the UK in the 19th century or China in the late 20th. India, however, skipped a step. Post 1991 liberalization, we leapt straight from the farm of the software park, like straight from farm to the software park. While the service sector contributed heavily to GDP, it is the capital and skill intensity. It cannot absorb the millions of workers still stuck in agriculture. Today, agriculture contributes roughly 18% to our GDP, but still employs nearly 45% of our workforce. This results in disguised unemployment, where more people are working on a farm than are actually needed. Historically, our 1991 reforms focused on delicensing but left the factor markets, land and labor relatively untouched. This created a barrier where firms preferred to stay small to avoid complex regulations, a phenomenon economists call dwarfism. Why we haven't fixed this? Three main barriers stand in our way. First, regulatory cholesterol. Despite recent improvements, the cost of compliance for a manufacturing plant in India remains high compared to Vietnam or Bangladesh. Second, skill mismatch. We produce millions of graduates, yet industry reports suggest a significant portion are not job ready for high-tech manufacturing. And third, logistics cost. Moving a container from Delhi to Mumbai can be more expensive than moving it from Shanghai to Los Angeles. This high cost of doing business erodes our global competitiveness. To resolve this, the government has pivoted toward Atmanirbhar Bharat. But for these policies to work, we need a phased implementation. We must fully operationalize the four new labor codes. These codes simply simplify 29 central labor laws, making it easier for firms to scale up without fear of litigation. We also need to expand the production linked incentive schemes specifically to labor intensive sectors like textiles and footwear. In the next 3 to 5 years, we must integrate the PM Gati Shakti Master Plan. By reducing logistics costs from 14 to 18% of GDP, we make India viable. Simultaneously, we need a massive overhaul of vocational training through the National Skill Development Corporation. Our goal is to increase manufacturing's share of GDP to 25%. This requires a single window clearance system that is truly functional across all states, not just on paper. To conclude, India's economic story cannot be written by the service sector alone. To harness our demographic dividend, we must transition from being the world's back office to being the world's workshop. Thank you.